I'm in marketing hyena mode, but I just had to take a break because I'm looking at stories I want to do. And this is the Spirit Bride. It's apparently a Welsh legend. And as soon as I saw it, I was like, oh yeah. So, in the high country of Cymru, where the hills fold like dark wings, and the night carries a scent of rain, there lived a young shepherd named Rhys. His flock grazed the lonely slopes above Lynn and Frid, a lake said to be older than memory itself. The elders whispered that strange lights moved across its surface at dusk, and that the twelfth-tagged fair folk walked its shores when the moon was thin. Rhys, being young and warm-hearted, paid little heed to such warnings. One evening, as the mist drifted low and the sheep grew restless, Rhys saw a woman standing by the lake. She wore a gown pale as frost. Her dark hair was braided with dew. She looked neither frightened nor cold, though the wind cut sharp from the mountains. When she turned to him, her eyes were the color of deep water. Rhys ap Lorith, she said softly. Though he had never seen her before, you need not fear me. He felt his heart shift, as though it recognized her before his mind did. They spoke until the stars rose. She told him her name was eerie, but little else. When he asked where she lived, she only smiled and said, between the worlds. Night after night, she appeared at the lake's edge, always at twilight, always vanishing before dawn. Rhys grew to love her with the fierce devotion of the young, and she returned his affection with a tenderness that felt both ancient and fragile. At last, he asked her to marry him. Erlise hesitated. Her gaze drifted towards the dark water. I will be your bride, she whispered, if you promise one thing. You must never follow me when I leave you at night. Never seek to know where I go. Rhys agreed, for love makes easy promises. They went in secret beneath a yew tree, with only the wind as witness. And for a time, Rhys knew a happiness he had never imagined. Erlise kept his home with gentle grace, and the cottage seemed warmer, brighter, as though touched by enchantment. But each night, as the fire burned low, she slipped from their bed and walked out into the darkness. Rhys kept his promise until the night he could bear the mystery no longer. He followed her silently through the heather, down toward Lyn Ifrid. The moon hung thin as a sickle. Erlise walked to the water's edge, her feet leaving no mark on the dew. As Rhys watched, she stepped onto the lake's surface, as though it were solid ground. A pale light rose beneath her. Shapes gathered. Women in gowns of starlight, their faces both beautiful and sorrowful. They welcomed her with open arms. Rhys cried out her name, shattering the spell. Erlise churned, her expression filled with grief. Oh, Rhys, she said, you should not have come. She walked back toward him, but her form was already fading, as though the wind were pulling her away. I was given to the lake long ago, she whispered. I could walk among the living only while your trust remained unbroken. Now the path between us must close. Rhys fell to his knees, reaching for her, but his hands passed through her like mist. Remember me kindly, she said, touching his cheek with a touch he could no longer feel. For love is never lost, only changed. With that, she stepped backward in the lake's light. She vanished beneath its shimmering surface. Rhys lived the rest of his days in the cottage by Lyn and Frid, tending his flock and watching the water. Some nights when the mist curled low and the moon was thin, he swore he saw a pale figure standing on the lake, her dark hair braided with dew. And though she never returned, he kept a candle burning in the window, a light for a bride who walked between those two worlds. And that is the story. Oh my God, that made me cry. That's so beautiful. Wow. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. I do always pull cards at the end of a story or a legend, so I'll do that real quick. Let me just tell this thing to give me the title and thumbnail. Oh my God. That was incredible. Hold on, I gotta find the card deck. Actually, you know what? Hold on. I was gonna bring it downstairs yesterday. I'll use the pro one. And maybe I'll pull a card from Gus Patrick too, since we're already past the 3-minute mark. This is gonna be a long form video. We could do both. That way you guys are happy with the physical deck, and I get to use Ghost Patrick, because if I don't use my Ghost Patrick deck every day, I start to feel like a little, like I miss it. It's like, you guys should check out my channel called Ghost Patrick's Last. It's kind of a, I don't know if I'd say it's a shrine, but it's like a memory to an altar to the memory of Ghost Patrick Mackinac. Because it's like, wow, what a man. What a man. So that channel's, it's narration stuff, but it's really dedicated to him. So anyways, and I have to do at some point a video on all my research. I have like 20 pages of research. Okay. 4 of Wands, it's blocked though. This is reversed. So the 4 of Wands is coming home to happiness because God is on your side, basically. That's exactly what this card is. But it's blocked energy. So there's something blocking it. And Knight of Swords, like a lot of blocked energy today. That's like some action that wants to come through, but it's just blocked. It's usually like internal blocks. Could be insecurity, fear of being seen, fear of, oh my God, and then the Sun. Everything's blocked today. What the heck? Why is everything so blocked? So anyways, that's the 3 cards. Let me also pull Ghost Patrick though then. Hold on, I have to get it up. I'll show you guys the computer. I'm making like a new board and like, what do you call that stuff? Hold on. By the way, this is so I have 4 stores. This is Swan Barcode Manor, by the way. This one, and then that's like the White Stag. That's like a traditional. And so anyways, let's get the reader back up. I want to pull 5 cards just to see what's that block about. Okay, 7 of Swords reversed. That's like, when this is upright, it's like somebody's like not feeling good enough or something. But then when it's reversed, it's almost like that's starting to fade though. So you would think, but they feel left out in the cold. 5 of Pentacles is upright. They feel left out in the cold. The World. So there's like something is like still continuing. It's like some type of, how can I explain it? Like, especially in the context with this, it's like something that's been trying to come through is coming through kind of thing. 9 of Cups is upright. So that's like happiness, satisfaction. Death though, there's like some type of change. Interesting. Very perplexing. So I don't know. Well, we'll have to, I don't know. I'll have to sit with these men. I'm like, what the heck? Sometimes I pull cards and I'm like, it's not that I don't know the meanings, but it's like, there's always like an overall arc. And sometimes you have to just kind of sit there with it and just tease out the energy and get to the bottom of it. And it's like, It's not that I don't know them, like I say. It's just, 5 of Pentacles is definitely feeling left out in the cold. The World is like something that's coming through that's like going to happen. 9 of Cups is happiness, but death is like a major change. And then the 7 of Swords, though, it's like, that's like someone who like feels like not good enough. So maybe that's like, because they don't feel good enough, that's like blocking the energy of the coming home to happiness. And the Knight of Swords and the Sun, because it's like these positive things are there, but then they're blocked because they don't feel good enough or something. They feel left out in the cold. I don't know. So I hope you guys enjoyed the Welsh legend. I do have a bunch of Welsh and Cumbrian legends I will do, and Tudor legends too. And if there's any like specific Cumbrian, Tudor, Welsh legend you want me to do a video on, definitely put it in the comments, or you can message me too. I really prefer private messaging, to tell you the truth. I'm not a big like comment person. I really don't like to like put interacting in the public spaces. It's just not my thing. So I think I have it on the front of the channel, but it's, if you guys ever like have a question, want to message me, it's ghostpatricksless@gmail.com. I also probably need to set up the iCloud for that. And that's also if you book a reading, send me a message at that with the email that you booked your reading on, so that I can see you paid, and then I'll set up your appointment and email you your Zoom link. Okay, I'll see you in the next video.